So as you know, I often have probably said this before. Sometimes I have issues with people. Maybe you don't believe me, but I need your support. Come here. Are you done? Okay. People IRL weren't really about this. So I was like, maybe find an audience elsewhere. The reason people in IRL aren't really about this is because, I don't know, I just do shit and people misinterpret it. And I try not to do that shit, or I try to say, no, I didn't mean it that way. And people are like, I've often compared this to Larry David in Curb Your Enthusiasm. And my dad is also a lot like me. He gets himself in like these awkward situations. And just like arguments in the street, and it's just like, what is going on? How did I? Anyway, and so I've often identified Larry David. I disagree with him about a lot of things, but the fundamental thing we have in common of getting ourselves into the, are you fucking bored? Are you bored? So anyway, so I really identified with Larry David, and recently I've been kind of worried. What if I'm not accepted? I saw this clip. Larry David goes full Larry David, and I was just like, shit. Larry David would hate me, because like I am this kid that I'm about to show you.
I have a question for Larry.
Alright, you see this guy that I think is really great, because he gets himself into these kinds of situations. So here he goes, so there's this kid that's going to ask this question.
Not shy. If they're shy, they won't ask.
That's right.
I won't ask a question under these circumstances.
Alright, audience loves him, right? Because once you get to that point, everybody identifies Larry David. Everybody's like, oh yeah, he's so right. Whatever. Alright, so here we go. Here's the kid. He's asking this question now.
Wait, this is actually a question from my sister Annabelle, and she's actually watching, so...
Watching on
she's
what?
watching online.
Online?
Alright, now Larry David's just complaining about online life.
You cannot breathe. It's all online.
Yeah, and anyway, so I was wondering if you could respond and look at the camera and say Annabelle, because it's to her. If that would be alright, I mean...
Alright, so I have a little sister. If she asked me to do this, I would 100% do this. And for me, it's a perfectly reasonable request. Like, hey, instead of looking at me, maybe you could just like look at the camera and say Annabelle. That's fine.
Just rather than looking at me.
Let's pretend this is Larry David from the show.
That's what
This poor
That's
kid.
what I was going to suggest. Exactly.
Tell your sister she could have come. Okay?
She's in
And asked her own
California.
goddamn question.
What the fuck? What is Larry talking about? She should have just asked him. What is the fucking guy clapping?
What's your question, Annabelle? I'll play
Okay,
along.
alright. Well, she's in California in school, so
I'm
that's
sorry.
why she's
Sorry,
there.
Annabelle.
It's okay.
I'm sorry, Annabelle. What are you studying?
And then you come at my sister like that. Obviously, I'm going to explain. No, you're an idiot. There's a reason why she can't be
She's
here.
studying,
What frightens me the most about this video is that
And Annabelle.
this kid probably like really looked up to Larry
her
David,
question, if you could look at the camera.
because this kid obviously does shit like Larry David as well. He's obviously on the spectrum, or whatever my issue is.
Jesus Christ, the balls on this guy. Okay, do you have any other direction for me? What else do you want me to do? Should I stand?
So to have Larry David just act like a normal person who just can't understand a simple request.
If you want, I mean,
Yeah,
that's you've answered part of it, but
I hate you, brother. So annoying. I hate him.
And I remind you, the comments online, like, does he know who he's talking to? What? Like the kid was, it's like, oh, it's so terrifying. Am I making any sense?
It's what?
It's so terrifying, dude.
It is, especially the comments.
The comments are terrible.
Yes, and even the faces in the video. It's just like everyone's laughing with Larry David, like, oh.
Yeah. And everybody's just like, oh, this kid. Like the kid wants to ask a question on behalf of his sister.
I would totally do that.
And maybe he's just like, I guess he's not doing it right. I don't know that you wouldn't totally do that. You'd probably be like, I don't know, that's kind of inappropriate or something.
What? No.
Seems like totally
I
reasonable.
would definitely do it.
This question just could have been asked so simply. And it's not the question asker's fault. It's the fact that Larry keeps derailing it. Oh, anyway, I won't get in my whole, what?
Nothing, just the fact that he's like, I hate him. Hate is such a big word, man.
It is. So now I know that my chances with Larry David are shot. But on YouTube, a few people that I really appreciate are iDubbbz, PewDiePie, and then above all, H3H3. I feel like we have a similar sense of humor, right? We both have foreign partners with long dark hair.
I don't have blue eyes though.
No. There are other differences.
So I don't talk like this.
Was so bad.
Oh, come on over. H3, I'm not coming at you.
That's bad.
Say you're not coming at Hila.
I can't. Sorry.
So now, I guess now I'm worried. Like, let's say that I do make it onto the YouTube scene. Is H3 gonna make like a reaction video to me and just call me out for things that he wouldn't call iDubbbz out for because I don't like deliver it the right way? And that's terrifying because like I know I'm gonna get a lot of haters. Everybody does, right? That's totally normal. But it's just like when you feel like you identify with someone and feel like you could be friends with someone, and then to have them, and apparently I'm obsessed with H3, right? You're talking about a huge fan.
Thought you were, but then don't put this in the video where you tell him, oh, I'm actually not a huge fan. I'm just like weirdly obsessed with you, and you're liking me.
Apparently. But no, that's the ally that I anticipate. So I'm like really worried that, not really worried, when you don't have very many allies in real life, you try to find this other place to be, and then you feel like you have reason to be concerned that maybe that ally won't be there to receive you. It's, oh gosh. I need to take a nap.
Want a beer though?
I'm going to sleep.
No!
God, this is the setup for this whole dream sequence that I'm gonna do.
Yeah, you're better.
What?
Hila's better.
Yeah, she is.
That was so bad.
Let's go to his channel where he essentially presents his best and worst qualities. That is the entirety of his videos, basically talking about himself.
God gave me certain gifts, dashing good looks, a good sense of humor.
It's time to stop. It's time to stop.
So first of all, what is he doing in his photo there? So he is sucking on his finger.
Oh yeah, well you
Wait, do you like this? Or if I do this? Just throw my jacket over. Do you like that?
Not really.
What if this is how I approach you?
In the Holocaust Museum?
Yeah. Or what if I was just like, how about some Jews? Do you think maybe he's just brushing his teeth? Maybe this is just like a casual, like candid photograph in like the bathroom. Okay. Get me a Band-Aid. Get me a Band-Aid.
Eris, you have to clarify that in the video you were the one who farted and not me, and you just looked at me because I laughed and ran the take. Okay?
Alright, you just did that. I'm going back to sleep.
You can't blame him. I can only mostly blame myself. I'm this really defensive girl who's just attached. I'm just defensive whenever, well, Francis snaps at me or
And he snaps at her.
he tries to push me.
And he pushes her! What?
Right now I'm not even supposed to be doing this. I'm supposed to be looking at the footage from Mallorca.
Dude, this Dog, this poor girl. He mistreats everyone around him, and then a big theme in his videos is that nobody likes him. You're kind of being shitty to people in your life and thinking, dog, that you're better than them. Like, at first, you talk about how sad you are that people don't like you. He's like, and then you respond to the people that do like you, that you really like shitty with them. It's okay. We have in common of getting ourselves into the... Are you fucking bored? Are you bored? So anyway, like, dog, do you like want them to be your friends or your subjects? He says that he wants people to be his friends, I guess, but then on the other hand, he's like, I am better than you. I'm better than you.
Great. You're doing great work. Great work. You're doing great work. Great work. You're doing great work. Great work.
Dory. Dory,
What?
he's obsessed with you. Dory, he's obsessed with you.
What?
Life is a party, and I don't care about leaving. Sometimes the only way to kind of spice it up is to just go outside, right? Or to threaten to go outside. And then if you're lucky, some beautiful girl's gonna be like, hey, wait, don't go outside. Wait, hold on. Is he talking about threatening suicide in order to get a beautiful woman to love him? Hold on. Can we rewind that for a second? And I don't care about leaving. Feel me? Life is a party. Definitely talking about suicide right now, dog. Sometimes the only way to kind of spice it up is to just go outside, right? Or to threaten to go outside. And then if you're lucky, some beautiful girl's gonna be like, hey, wait, don't go outside. That is the best dating advice you are gonna get on YouTube. If ever you see a hot mama and you're not sure what to do in order to get in those lines, tell her you wanna die. Don't say, hey, I'm gonna go across the street and get a coffee, wanna come with me? Say, hey, I'm gonna walk across the street and stand there until a bus hits me.
Yeah.
Do you wanna go out with me? %100% success rate. 100% success rate. Like that poor girl. She's probably afraid to leave his apartment because she's worried that one day he's gonna come back and just like kill himself. Like,
Why would he play that game with her?
so that she will clean.
I'm just gonna clean up because what else am I supposed to do? I'm not really good at talking about intellectual stuff or even focusing on the thing he asked me to do. I'm just gonna clean up. That's all I'm good at.
Alright, let's go to another video. This is getting sad. He seems so sure of himself, yet he wants you to doubt yourself. So there's this YouTuber that's been, I guess, worried about what I would think of him. But I don't know you, dog. I used to be a lot like this, right? I was always in my own head. I was always worried about what people would think, and I had issues. I had generalized anxiety disorder. But then I learned that sometimes you just have to put yourself out there. And he thinks the whole world like hates him. And dog, like I get it. I was there. I experienced that. But like dog, I don't know you.
You need to stop. You need to stop.
Scared, but no, like I think we could be friends. Like no, but I think he saw. Like, no, like I feel like we could. I just has to like make some changes.
It's time to stop.
Maybe we could. What do you think?
I think he has great humor.
We belong in the Thick Boys Club together. That's right.
You're my thick boy.
Yeah, that's right. If you wanted to make it to sort of my thick level, that would be like in his best interest. Thick boy. Thick boy. Thick boy. I'm a thick boy. Bro, like, stop worrying about that thing and also just treat people better. Like, bro, you really, like, you need to stop. It's time to stop. It's time to stop.